We're going to draw Finn and Princess Bubblegum from Adventure Time. Please feel free to pause and stop this when you need to. Starting with Finn, you're going to draw a circle for his face and his head. His eyes are just two little dots with space between it, and his mouth is just a line that's a smiley face. For the hood that he's wearing, you're going to draw a horizontal line that's a little bit curved on the left hand side. You're going to come up for a little bunny ear kind of situation, and on the right do the same thing. Go vertically down on either side and then curve it around at the bottom. On the left side, you're going to draw a skinny rectangle that is on the side of his head there, and on the right side you're going to do the same thing for his backpack that he's wearing. His body is going to be a long, large rectangle coming down on the left side, going across horizontally, and coming down on the right side to meet it. For his legs, you're going to come down at an angle to the left, over horizontally just a little ways. It's pretty skinny. His legs are pretty far apart, so the center line needs to go across horizontally, and then you're going to close off his legs. He has really skinny legs, so you're going to continue with his legs going down on both sides. And then his socks that he's wearing, you're doing a curve that goes on the outside around his ankle, and then larger, a secondary line underneath that. Same thing on the right hand side, a curve underneath the leg and a secondary curve going around. His shoes are going straight down and then out at the left side and back in towards his foot. So again, they go out towards the corners and they're a little bit flat coming in. His arms are very long. You're going to curve all the way around to where his hand is on his hip, so like a very large C, and then a secondary line coming in toward his hip. And he has 4 fingers, so a thumb, and then 3 long fingers, and shirt sleeve. Same thing on the right hand side, a big backward C going all the way out and in towards his waist, a secondary line that comes out and around, a thumb, and 3 fingers, and then of course his shirt sleeve. Now we'll work on Princess Bubblegum. You're going to do a line that comes down vertically and curves back in towards the left, and then a line that comes straight down a little ways, going across towards the left side, and then you are going to curve that line back down farther for her hair. Make a little line for her neck. We're going to draw the top of her head for her hair, a big curve around the side. Bring that line on the left side all the way down, and we're going to curve in a little scallop 1, 2, and 3, and complete the hair all the way down because she has very long hair. Her hair is almost the same length as her body. Her eyes are 2 little dots like fins, and then a line for the smiley face. Now we're going to work on her clothes. So her neck, you're going to have 2 little curves underneath her neck for a collar. You're going to bring the line down to the right and curve it back in towards the waist, and then out towards the right corner again. She's wearing a very long dress. It's going to come back horizontally towards the left and connect to the top where her hair is. Her puffy sleeve is going to curve around on the right and come back in towards the chest, and then a little cap at the bottom there. At her waist, she's wearing a ribbon around, so you're going to do 2 little lines that go across. Now we're going to work on her hands. So on the left side, you're going to do a line that's going up towards the right, and she has 3 fingers that you can see there. Connected to that, you're going to have the opposite hand, which are 3 little fingers that curve around and down. You're going to see the bottom of her wrist here, and then it's going to curve back in and up towards the shirt sleeve. These characters have very long, skinny arms. We're going to complete her hair by bringing it all the way down to where her wrist is, beyond that, and back in with 2 curves towards her dress. Now we'll work on her crown, which you're going to do a line that goes across the top of her head, and a secondary line goes across. Stop where the eyes are. It's going to come up and have a little bit of an angle so that it's getting skinnier towards the top, a circle in the center, and then another circle right around that. Now all we have to do is finish off a little bit more. I think her bangs come down a little bit farther. You can fix anything that you think needs fixing here, and you can outline your characters with pen, erase the extra lines with your eraser that you have in pencil, and color your characters. Please feel free to go back and try this again and pause it at any point that you need to.